Okay guys, what is up? How is it going out there? Welcome back to Taylor Talks Wrestling. As promised, this is my video on why I believe that Enzo Amore should win the Cruiserweight title at No Mercy. A couple announcements before we jump into the core and the heart of this video. First of all, No Mercy is on Sunday. I will have a review and a reaction video for you guys on Sunday after No Mercy. And also tomorrow, Friday, I should have predictions for No Mercy coming out for you guys tomorrow. So I work during the day tomorrow, but in the evening tomorrow, we should have that predictions video for No Mercy coming out. And of course, No Mercy on Sunday, so a couple things to look forward to. One other announcement, disappointing announcement I heard earlier this week. I heard that both Adams, Jack the Jobber, and King Ross from What Culture are leaving What Culture. So I just want to wish those guys the best in whatever they have to do. I know we're all going to miss them here in this wrestling community, and I really hope they find a way to stay relevant and stay in this wrestling community and be a part of this YouTube wrestling community because they're very good at it. They're the best at it. And they have a lot of fans and a lot of followers out there that want to see them stay a part of this wrestling community, and I think they will. So I just wanted to make that quick announcement. I'm pretty disappointed. I'm a huge What Culture fan, and I watched all of What Culture's videos. And now we pretty much just got left with Simon. I love Simon, but without the other guys, we'll see where What Culture goes from there. I don't know if he can really keep that ship afloat without the other guys, but we'll see what happens. Okay, now let's jump straight into this video. This is my opinion on why Enzo Amore should win the Cruiserweight title at No Mercy. Now, before you completely bite my head off, hear me out for the next 5 minutes or so. If you still disagree with me, which you might, comment, tell me what you think, tell me how you feel, tell me how you would book it, tell me how you would go from here, because right now, in my opinion and in most people's opinions, 205 Live is completely dead. The Cruiserweight division is completely dead. WWE has pretty much shoved it to the background, they've shoved it to the back burner. It's looked at as less of a show it's looked at as less of a show and with less importance than SmackDown and Raw is. And pretty much since the Cruiserweight Classic, which was a while ago now, 205 Live has slowly been going downhill. But since Enzo Amore was put on 205 Live a couple weeks ago, I'm not going to say he completely jump-started and he completely renovated and reinvented what 205 Live is. But, he does have that good shot in the arm. He's great on promos. He's great at what he can do. He's not the greatest in-ring worker. And before we completely get into this video, let me first say, in no way do I think that Enzo Amore is a better wrestler than Neville. Neville is clearly a better technician. He is clearly a better in-ring worker than Enzo Amore. This is just my temporary booking for right now. I would actually have Neville win the Cruiserweight title back from Enzo Amore in a couple of months, but this is my temporary booking of trying to jumpstart this 205 Live division and get some eyes back on 205 Live by using Enzo Amore and by using the shock factor and putting him over, putting the belt on him. Now, first of all, I will say this. There is no way in hell that they can let Enzo Amore win cleanly on Sunday. I want Enzo Amore to win that belt because I think it's going to bring eyes and I think it's going to bring attention. And I think if they do the angle right, I think it's going to bring a lot of attention to 205 Live and a lot of much needed attention. And it'll give that shot in the arm into that division that it so desperately needs. But in no way should we see Enzo Amore go over Neville cleanly at Sunday. We all know Neville is superior in the ring. We all know Neville is the much better wrestler and the much better athlete, and it would be completely insulting to not only Neville, but that entire 205 Live division if we had Enzo, a guy who just got thrown in there, a guy who we all know isn't nearly as technically sound or as athletic as Neville. We can't have him go in there and beat Neville cleanly. We know that. The one thing that Enzo does have that the rest of the 205 roster does not have is superstar power. He's got a lot of merchandise, he's great on the mic, and a lot of casual fans know who Enzo Amore is, and they're going to watch Enzo Amore. This is the main reason why we put the belt on him on Sunday. Now, when that match happens on Sunday, when it all goes down, Enzo has to win, but he has to win in a very heelish factor. And when I say heelish, I mean I think we should full-blown turn Enzo Amore heel. Now, I know Enzo sells a lot of merchandise. I know people love singing along with his catchphrases and, they love his entrance and they love everything about that. But Enzo Amore, already half of his personality traits and half of the things he does in the ring and on the mic are heel tactics and heel moves anyway. So why not, if you're WWE, why don't you completely pull the trigger? I mean, the guy's already got heat backstage. Most of them backstage in most half the adult audience fan looks at him as kind of like a shady, character anyway in the WWE. We don't really look at him as like a full face. So why not pull that trigger, put him completely in a heel role, let him start cutting heel promos, because we know that's where he excels. That's where he excels more than anybody else on the 205 roster, is with that microphone in his hand. So I don't know exactly how you do it. Obviously, you got to get the ref distracted. I mean, it's wrestling. There's tons of things you can do. But you have Enzo Amore go over in a very heelish way. Now, I'm not saying completely turn Neville babyface, because Neville was a great heel. But, we're going to have Enzo out-heel Neville in this match. Neville's going to go out there. Neville knows he's the superior athlete. We already saw that from the promos he's been cutting. We're going to have Neville go out there. He knows he's a superior athlete. He knows he can beat Enzo one-on-one. He doesn't have to resort to heelish tactics. Instead, we have Enzo Amore in this match completely turn heel, make it undoubtable, make it to where the entire crowd, all the fans know, make him turn heel, not like this Roman Reigns wishy-washy, where he's in between, he's not a face, he's not a heel. No, we need to completely turn Enzo Amore into that heel role. Do it on Sunday, do it in a good fashion, whether it's a low blow, whether it's a chair shot when the ref isn't looking, there's a million different things you can do. I'm not going to sit here and completely book exactly what happens in the match, but it has to be something shady. It has to be something where Enzo, does something shady, gets that upper hand on Neville, and ends up coming out with that cruiserweight belt. And after this match, we have to all know in our head, after watching this match, that Enzo cheated his way in that belt, that he doesn't deserve it, that Neville is the superior athlete, is the superior champion, or is the rightful champion, and that Enzo stole it, And that's pretty much, that goes along with what this angle has said so far and what they've done with this angle so far, and that Enzo pretty much cheats to win. He goes out there. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. It came out of his mouth 3 weeks ago. So have him cheat at this pay-per-view, and it very well may be what they do. But have him cheat, have him go over, have him gain that belt, or have him carry around that belt, cut some excellent heel promos, because we know he can do it. The guy is great on the mic. So throughout the next couple weeks in this build-up towards this next, I'm not even sure what the next Raw pay-per-view is after No Mercy, but excuse me. But after No Mercy, we have him on 205 Live, and we have him on Raw. We have him cutting those heel promos, really putting this division back in the light, putting eyes back on the division with this shock factor of, oh my God, Enzo Amore is the new cruiserweight champion. Turn him completely heel, get this good angle going. Hopefully it's a hot angle that people can follow, where people actually start to follow 205 Live. And then at the next Raw branded pay-per-view after No Mercy, we have him go out there. I have a couple different options on the way this, or a couple different things on the way this can go. Personally, I'd like to see Enzo hold on to the belt for maybe a couple months before Neville gets it back off of him. Have him win 2 matches by cheating, obviously in different ways, but by using heel tactics, really turn the crowd against Enzo, really make the crowd hate Enzo for this little bullshit heel tactics that he does, and really bring eyes, as I've already said a bunch of times in this video, bring eyes to that division, get a hot angle, which is exactly what we need. We need that hot championship angle in that cruiserweight division, where we're all watching Neville, when is Neville going to win back his cruiserweight championship from Enzo, who's just cheating to win. So have this go on for a couple months. Either have Neville win it back at the pay-per-view after No Mercy in a clean victory, or maybe even the pay-per-view after that, after Enzo cheats again to win. Really get us invested in Neville earning back his cruiserweight championship, that cruiserweight championship that is rightfully his as the king of the cruiserweights. And hopefully it'll jumpstart, get a shot in the arm to this 205 division. But anyway, that's my idea. Comment and tell me what you think. I know Enzo Amore isn't the greatest wrestler out there, and I know this is not a permanent, this is not a permanent booking idea. This is more of a temporary idea to get a shot in the arm of 205 Live. Give him the belt for a couple months, let him run those heel promos, and then let Neville get that belt back after the belt actually means a little bit more and we actually get some more eyes on 205 Live. Anyway, No Mercy predictions tomorrow, No Mercy review on Sunday. Please subscribe, please comment. I'm really trying to build this channel. I really want to do this for you guys and for me. I love making these videos and I love talking wrestling. So please, I just want that interaction more than anything. Subscribe, comment, do whatever you need to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Taylor from Taylor Talks Wrestling, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.